Good evening. My name is Denise Zamora, and I'm the founder of the national group MAGA Girls Backbone of America. I am an American rights activist, and I was raised in America by a wonderful grandmother who taught me everything I can learn about our country. She was the California Blue Star Mother and chapter president for her state, and she is the reason I can stand before you now and share about a group of God-loving, patriotic women who have made a commitment to be the voice for those who cannot speak out for a change. When I was growing up, my grandmother took me to almost all her meetings, so I met some amazing mothers of our service men and women. Watching her be surrounded by all these strong activists who respected each other and stood by each other while their children were at war, fighting for our freedoms, gave me the motivation to dream of one day becoming the type of woman my great-grandmother was. So, for 4 years, I am taking what I know from working 12 years in the entertainment industry as an event coordinator and promoter, and I have brought it to the patriotic community. I knew it was the right place. I always have. And that's where I met Marcos Gutierrez when I first joined. I jumped right into Latinos for Trump. And at that time, people would call it the movement. But today, I call it a community. I've grown to love so many, as if they are my family, and some I've grown apart from. But it has made me an all better person. Not too many know the burning feeling inside when it comes to a passion and love you must have for your country, to be the change in order to make that change. The MAGA Girl group took a long time to finally become what we are today, and we continuously are making changes like weeding out the disloyal. We are a support system, a sisterhood, that each state hold guidelines with a code of conduct. We also have a pledge and a commitment to work with each other. It's hard getting women to work together. A lot of heartache with each roadblock. But with each roadblock, there's a detour. Just like when God when he closes one door, he opens another. He never seems to fail me. But I will never give up, as my great-grandmother never did either. I feel as though her spirit is with me when I communicate with every woman in our group. And it allows me to continue to work beside these strong, beautiful ladies. MAGA Girls started allowing men into our group as supporters on January 19, 2019. We introduced the American Alphas, combining our patriotic men who support us and want to join us at events. I see them as the pillars of America. Strong women behind strong men, we hold America up together. As the founder of the MAGA Girls, my intentions behind the brand was always to unite. MAGA is an act of making your country of America great. I stand with those who also want to work in solidarity for love, unity, and without discrimination, all for the pride we hold for our nation. That is why I've recently extended the offer to work with myself and others for protesting the advocacy for the victims of CPS corruption. Not long ago, Trump signed into law the Family First Prevention Service Act, which went into effect October 1st of 2019. MAGA Girls had their first protest right down the street from Tyler Courthouse last year in Texas. We stood with our facts and our signs. Why? Because Bill Clinton has a bonus bill that gives countries at least $4,000 for each child taken out of the home. Having this new law in effect by our president has given victims hope. Having activists such as us go out and tell people face to face the facts gives victims hope. After a long day holding our signs, sweating like crazy because everyone knows how humid Texas is, about an hour after we got back to where the child was staying from, the case we were representing, the grandmother receives some good news. the courthouse granted this child's mother physical visitations. I can't say that it was us that went out there and maybe someone from the court seen our facts, but something happened that day that made a change. Never before has an attorney spoken to inside of a courtroom with these words: Your Honor, what if we made a mistake? What if we take a baby out of an innocent mother's arms? Now that's hope. MAGA Girls has formed this bond, a relationship between women who inspire and motivate other women. In order to make a change in this patriotic community, we must all work together. We must stay focused on the important issues. Our president is in the White House and could only do so much. We as activists are here. We see firsthand the swamp in our own communities. We see the realness, such as indoctrination of our children, like the drag queen story time. I am currently working on making a positive change within my own community to get our veterans in to read to our children, which I have been denied just recently. And I will keep fighting and also encourage each one of you to keep pushing forward in your community. Trump doesn't get to see up front these pedophiles. And if I can't push them out, I can at least push our veterans in. Our job as activists doesn't stop us from working together because people want to divide within. It shouldn't. Our job as Americans alone should bring us together to make a change together. As the founder of MAGA Girls, Backbone of America, I promise to work with each of you to make a change. My state leads had made that promise to you and to your communities to work together to make a change. With this said, I'd like you all to meditate on this verse. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pastures. There are so many temptations for being a leader. If you are not careful, you'll end up putting your trust in others and their own strategy. And if you are doing well, others will take delight in it. They will motivate you. It seems that the more successful you become as a leader, the more danger you're in. But our group does not ever want to make you feel that way. Successful or not, a leader's trust and delight should always be in God. I love you, and I thank you. And thank you for allowing me to be here and in this community to serve you.